Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house. You know what time it is. This is the preview of the game coming up Saturday night, 8 o'clock, prime time. Back-to-back prime time games. The last one we lost, will we win this one? Versus our rival, one of them anyway, the Buffalo Bills at their house in the potential 7-inch snowfall. So, most people have written us off in this game, mainly because of how we looked the last 2 weeks, which was poor, right? We don't need to get into all that because we've already gotten into all that before. Most people don't think we have a chance to win this game. Outside our fan base, which I'm sure if you gave a poll, it would probably be 60-40 think we're going to lose, because 40 of us are delusional. And that's just the truth, because nobody should pick us to win this game on paper. Bills are in a lose-lose situation because apparently we're not as good as we thought we were, right? So they're not beating up on nobody if they beat us. Like they're not. There's no real. You didn't beat nobody good if you beat us at this point, because apparently we ain't that good, because we beat up on a bunch of scraps, and when it came time to play the good teams, right? That's what everybody's saying. When it came time to play the good teams, we folded like a lawn chair. I mean, we folded, but I don't know if it was necessarily against two good teams. Now, for sure, the 49ers, yes, but the Chargers, I think we just lost to a lesser team, and they got the better of us that day. But hey, you know, when it comes to good competition, 500 and up record, we lose. We fold like a lawn chair. So you ain't beating nobody. You ain't beating us. That's one. Two, we're injury depleted on defense. Like the way y'all were the first game, we don't got nobody in the secondary. Our secondary is complete. We playing fifth, sixth, and seventh stringers in the secondary. Even in the first game, we was missing like two guys. Now we're missing Needham and Jones on top of that. Like, come on, man. Brandon Jones, right? So he ain't doing nothing beating us. You really ain't doing nothing beating us. But if you lose, you lost to a lesser team that's injury depleted on defense. Like, you're in a lose-lose situation. I had to put that on them. All right? I know they ain't going to like this. They're like, yeah. And on top of that, the weather. You know, like, you beat us in the snow. Like, we got so many excuses we could use now. Like, it was just too cold. They should have moved the game like they did the last one. We have so many excuses we can use now because, you know, we're playing in Buffalo. We're injury depleted. Our offense sucks now, apparently. So, you know, we haven't played nobody in the first place to consider ourselves to be good. So you ain't really beat nobody when you beat us. All right? If you beat us, I should say. But let's talk about the game. And I wanted to make sure I set the table, all right, before I talk about the game. And I know this is going to get on their nerves a little bit, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get on y'all nerves a little bit, all right? Make this game a little less significant, okay? Because I know you want retribution. You want blood. You want this and that. But you ain't playing us full strength. You got all your guys back except Micah Hyde. That's it. That's the only dude that's missing. Everybody else back. Tre'Davious back. Poyer back for this game. Y'all good to go. Well, Vaughn ain't there, right? So that'll go a guy you missing. But we're missing so much in the secondary that Von Miller, that's chump change for y'all. Y'all still got Lawson. Y'all still got Epinesa. Y'all still got guys, right? Y'all can still do work. Jordan Phillips is not going to be there, and your guard Bates ain't going to be there, but everybody else is fair game. We're missing Eric Rowe. Like, we got guys out. Anyway, this game here is going to be a very interesting one because everybody's written us off and nobody thinks we're going to win. But the Bills can be had. Let's not act like the Bills haven't been struggling on offense of late. 20 points here, just winning games by the skin of their teeth because they just haven't been firing on all cylinders for whatever reason. Like Josh Allen has not been firing on all cylinders. What I've realized in watching a bunch of highlights today is that this team really eats on making you miss on first contact, on short passes, and when they do take deep shots, they get them, right? It's not like they don't take deep shots, but boy, is Josh Allen so much more mature now where he's not just looking to go for the throat. He will slice and dice you if you let him. If you leave that check down open, he's going to hit him. And what those guys are really good at doing when he gets them the football is they're good at making the first guy miss, and they're really good at shedding tacklers. They break tackles like crazy. All right, and they really are really good after run after the catch. They're really good at that. So we have to be able to tackle in this game. We have to be on our P's and Q's. Josh Allen is going to run. There's nothing we can do about that. We suck against the run when it comes to quarterbacks. Like right now, asking Josh Allen not to get 60 yards against us is like asking me not to eat tomorrow. Like, that's not going to happen, right? I'm a big guy. Like, it's just not going to happen. The same way, it's not going to happen. We're not holding them to less than 60 yards. We could just chalk that up, right? Let's just make sure we stop the running backs. Don't let the running backs run all over us. Josh Allen's going to eat. He's going to get the 3rd and 14. Like, he's going to – I'm not even going to get upset. It's Josh Allen at this point. What do I expect? 3rd and 14, y'all let him run. I'm just going to be sitting there like, oh, well, I mean, it's Josh Allen. Sack coming and we miss him. It's Josh Allen, it's just Josh Allen. And, that's all he's doing. He's just Josh Allen, and that's all he's doing. All right, so don't get upset. Don't get wound up. We got to just do our job on everybody else because Josh Allen is going to eat. Plain and simple. With his legs, he's going to eat. In the snow, expect way more read options, way more QB draws, way more QB powers, right? He's going to do the QB power play where they swing out the center and the guard coming around the corner, and he's on a QB sweep, right? They're going to run so many of these different ones because they know that we're not good at it, and they're just going to try us all game. So if we can somehow contain Josh Allen, great. I'm not expecting it. Let's just not let it kill us in this game. I watched a few snowy, rainy type games, right? There was one last year where the Patriots threw like 2 times and won the game. They were able to run all over the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, yes, they're a really good run defense, but they can be had. Jets were able to run on them last week. Like the Patriots ran on them a little bit. They could be had. Okay? When it comes to running the football against them. Passing the football against them, that's where it's going to be tough. For us, we have to be better, right? It can't go any further down, you would think, besides throwing 4 interceptions. Like, that's the only way it gets worse at this point is just Tua just throwing pick sixes everywhere. But other than that, there ain't nowhere else to go but up. So we got to find a rhythm, right? Those short passes. One of the things that we were upset with Tua about it was the fact that he was not aggressive enough, right? And now we're like, dial it back, bro. Like, you're too aggressive. You're always looking for the big play. You're trying to squeeze balls into places that you shouldn't be squeezing balls into. Dude, calm down. Right now, it's like, okay, bro, like, you got to take the check. The check down's wide open. There's nobody within 10, 15 yards of him. Throw the check down. Why are you throwing in the triple coverage? Now we're telling him, dial that back. All right, before, it's like, oh, man, he's quick to go to the check down. Now it's like, bro, there's a check down right there. So, and I'm just saying that, but he really wasn't, he's never been quick to go to his check down. Check down's been open for years. Tua's just not a check down type guy, but he wasn't this aggressive either. So he's got to find a happy medium where he can still be aggressive, Still throw the ball downfield, but dude, take the wide open checkdowns. That's what Josh Allen's doing. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. When the checkdown's wide open, they hit that guy and he goes get 10, 15 yards or makes it a second and 15, second and 20, a third and manageable, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to get it all on the down. Even on a 3rd and 15, if you can make it to 4th and 2 because you hit the check down and he got you close, maybe you can go for it. You don't have to throw it past the sticks every time if you got a wide open check down. You don't have to do that. So if he can do that more, and then also you're getting into a rhythm because you're throwing a 5-yard pass like to a wide receiver or eligible, I should say, that's right around you, and get your confidence up. Now you're doing what you're talking about is, making that layup, or seeing the ball go in the hoop, and then now you're like, okay, all right, I can get into the flow of this. So that's what we need. If we get that from the offense, then maybe we could take some shots. Because we were able to pass a little bit. It wasn't a lot now. We were able to pass a little bit on the Buffalo Bills last time. But, it was hot. Apparently, they couldn't handle it. So, hey, there were excuses, right? So we got our own excuses. That's why I just gave you a bunch of excuses, because since they had excuses, now we got excuses. So, yeah, we got to make sure we execute in the pass game, and we got to be able to run the football a heck of a lot more. We got to run the football. If it's snowing like they say it's supposed to be, we got to be able to run the football at least 35 times. Like, we got to run the football. I don't want to see Tua throw more than 20 times in the game. If Tua throws more than 20 times and it's snowing, that's a problem. That's a problem. I don't want to see that. Now, if it's not snowing, and it's just cold, throw the ball around. I'm not worried about nothing else. If it's snowing. Now, here's the type of game that they're making it seem like it's going to be. There was a game a few years ago versus the Colts. It was Buffalo and Colts at Buffalo. They had the red on 2014. Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback for the Colts. And Nate Peterman, I believe it was. Peterman, all right? Nathan Peterman was the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. This is before Josh Allen. Do yourself a favor. Go watch the highlights of that game. That was some snow, right? Like, there was literally maybe 6 inches of snow on the field at the time. So they were running through that stuff. If that's the type of game we're going to have, ain't going to be a lot of passing. They were still passing in that, to be honest with you. But there ain't going to be a whole bunch of passing in a game like that. Buffalo won that game in overtime on a shady run to the end zone. At the end of overtime, too. Like the game was close. It was 10-10, and then they won the game 16-10 in overtime or something like that. Go watch those highlights. That'll give you an idea of what we may be facing as far as the elements, right? But if it's not like that, and it's just cold and it doesn't snow because it's 80% chance, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be snowing at the time of the game, but more than likely it will be. Then we should be able to run our offense somewhat the same as we always have. Ball security, that's going to be another big one. The ball gets a little slick in those moments. So fumbles happen way easier running the football and handing the football off on read options and stuff like that. And also snapping the ball, that may be an issue when you're going to catch it and it just slips over your head because you can't get a full grip. I don't know if Tua's going to be wearing gloves or not. He doesn't tend to like to wear gloves. So that might be an issue, something to watch out for. Ball security, right? We're not supposed to win this game. We're supposed to lose this game. But for whatever reason, my heart is going one way and my head is going the other, right? My head is telling me there's absolutely no way we're winning this game. We're getting blown the heck out, right? That's what my head is telling me. But my heart is like, bro, man, we've had 2 bad games. We know we need this one. It's not a must-win, but it's a must-win. And I'm feeling man, we might have a real shot at getting this one and surprising a lot of people. But now, do I go in my head who feels like we're going to get blown out because they owe us one, it's going to be real cold, and we just don't match up right now? Or do I go with my heart that is saying, man, I think we got a real chance here. Not just a puncher's chance, but like a real chance to do something special in this game and prove a lot of people wrong. I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go with my heart on this one. It's not a game we're supposed to win, but I'm going to just take my heart on this one, and we'll let the chips fall where they may. I got us winning this game. I know Buffalo fans. I know. Previously, I said that I'm not going to pick us to win this game. I don't know if I said it on my channel, but I know I've said it in person to some people because I just didn't see it. There's no way. But I'm going to pick my squad. I'm going to ride with my team. Yes, we had 2 bad games, but we're about to get things right this week against the Buffalo Bills at their house in the snow. We going in there, and we're going to win this game. Score-wise, if we win, it'll probably be a real close, drag-them-out defensive game because of the snow. I got us winning 16-13. We win this game. We sneak up out of there with that dub. We go 1-3 in this last 3-game stretch. Got 3 left to try and make something shake, try and make something happen, get ourselves in the in the playoffs, and possibly still have a chance at winning the division. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Please put your your predictions, right? Not your previews, your predictions in the comment section. Buffalo Bill fans, let me know how bad you think you're going to beat us, all right? And we can go back and forth about that. Dolphins fans, please let me know how you feeling about this game. Are you feeling queasy? Are you feeling kind of cautiously optimistic like I am? All right, just let me know. I'll holler at y'all in the recap. You already know what it is. Fins up till we die. I'm out.